We'll do it live.
Okay. No.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
That's so stupid.
Fucking thing sucks.
Hello. How's everybody doing out there? We are doing some YDBT Daily today. Today's going to be a special YDBT Daily because we're going to finally see the ZR1 turbo manifolds. But before we do anything like that, we're gonna talk about an article that came out that was so it got my blood up. It was so stupid. But then I calmed the fuck down because I did a little research on the person that wrote the article, and it made a whole bunch of sense. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. We're going to show you the ZR1 manifold, and we're going to get to it. Talk a little shit on YDBT Daily Thursday. So for those of you that have a lot of questions on the Spotify and Podbean and all that stuff, that's going to be all the old stuff. And then every time I do a new live stream, it'll be up on the podcast the next day. So those of you that can't sign into a YouTube app, don't want to have their phone out all the time, but you have a podcast app, whether it be, I'm working on Apple, I'm working on Amazon stuff, and I'm also working on another podcast service, but I'm on Spotify, I'm on, I think, Amazon, but not the Alexa app yet. And I think Apple Music is going to take a couple of weeks for me to be up on there because I had to literally apply for it. But again, I'm not doing anything exclusive on Spotify or Podbean. What I'm going to do is upload all the old shows, about 10 a week, or 10 a day. I'm going to upload 10 a day. It's a pain in the ass. Once they're uploaded and I'm caught up, which is probably going to take 3 months, I'll go ahead and, just give you 3 fresh shows every week, like we've been doing, but it'll just be up on there the day after. I'm not going to do anything exclusive on that situation. So before we get to it, we'll say hi to the people here. Actually, before we get to anything, we're going to get to the sponsors, and we have a nice little announcement for the sponsor situation that PMAS paid their bill. All right. Thank you so much for paying your bill. I appreciate that very much. PMAS, Nick James. We're also working on giveaways. PMAS is nice enough to potentially provide giveaways for their maps, cold airs, discounted pricing. So we're going to be doing that on Tuesday. 2 Auto Solution, Rami Zidon, 2 Auto Solution. Go down there. I'm trying to get my ZR1 headers already because the catalytic converter on the ZR1 said bye-bye. It threw a 430 code, and we all know what that means. Parts Farm, partsfarm.com. They have a Boss 302. They're doing a engine trans selling. I wish you could just get the car and back half it and do dumb shit. Doma Got Cookies, domagotcookies.com, domagotcookies_LLC for the best cookies around and the best smelling lotion on the hot chick that works out, and Calimer. Ben Calimer's transmission, transmissions.com, and I think it's Calimer Transmission on Instagram. TJ Sikorsky, Fresh Pasteles, Giovanni Sanchez, Mike H. He's been waiting for about 3 hours because he stopped working at 4:30. Gonzo the Great, Coca-Cola, SKJF, Valley 10 Speed, Anthony, Johnny Boy, Fresh Pasteles, John Roy, John DiNapoli, Fast Rider, Richard Whedon, Jeremiah Rivera, Frank Weaver, Agent Orange, Hatch 450, Ignacio Ramirez, 508 Josh, Great Escape, Paul Ponthieu, Wet SVT, what's up? Angel Porrico, JD Swag, one of the mods, Jason, Nick James, if I'm not mistaken, that is the PMAS Nick James who paid his bill. Thank you so much. Jason, bring your wood screws. That I think he has he's Silver Surfer or some Silver SS or something on Instagram. Santos Clean 93 GT, large macchiato. Diego A. Callan Stock, Cluster BM, Robo Style, Rican 50, Jesus Perez, Evil GT350, I Smell Butthurt, Ruby, Hunter James, Neil 94 GT Vert, Nat Jew, did you get your shit yet? Worked 8 hours today. I feel horrible, terrible advice. Mike, your average C6, Peter Chow, and Coyote Kelly, and all the usual suspects are in the house. So let's read this article from Jalopnik. If you wanna get mad, oh my Lord, because this is a case of politics getting in the way of common sense, right? This is politics getting in the way of common sense. And the article oozes like a revolting thought process of the governor of Virginia, who won based on the CRT stuff and the parent stuff. And, he won in a big way based on parental teaching rights. And I think this article writer went off the fucking deep end and found something on the guy, which you and I are going to think is a positive, but this person is writing it as if to paint them in a negative light, and it fails miserably. Let's check it out. Okay. Bam. Okay. So right here from Aaron Aaron Marquis. Virginia rejects a $3.5 billion Ford plant over fears of communist Chinese control. Why did I choose this article? Because it was about Ford. And you know I've been railing Ford because they've had nothing but misstep after misstep after misstep. Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin told Ford to take its plan to build a massive 2,500 job EV battery plant in the state and shove it. All because Ford's partner in the project is a Chinese battery manufacturer. You could have ended the article right there and everyone would have understood. Everyone would have understood. Everyone would have said, oh, wait, Youngkin told Ford to get the fuck out of here because they're fucking with the Chinese.
Get the fuck out of here because I'm gonna fuck you out right now, motherfucker.
We all would have applauded that. We all would have thought, hey, that's a pretty good fucking move. You don't need, say less, homie. The largest such manufacturer in the world, in what can be described as a pissing contest with Florida Governor DeSantis, who can hurt their constituents more. I'm sorry, I live in Florida, honey. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. With meaningless virtual signaling, again, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I live in Florida. That motherfucker gets the red carpet rolled out. Youngkin rejected Ford's plan for a lithium iron phosphate battery plant in Berry Hill, Virginia in late December. Ford invested serious time and money into the spot. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. You invested money and it didn't work out? Welcome to everybody. The $200 million in the site over the last 15 years, the Richmond Times-Dispatch reports, it's all gone now. Youngkin put a stop to the development of the plant due to Ford's partnership with contemporary Amperex Technology, a Chinese company that... it doesn't sound Chinese. Hey, man, what do you think we should call this new stupid thing that with shitty EV batteries? Contemporary Amperex Technology? Yeah, okay, that sounds good. A confused Detroit News reached out to Youngkin's office for comment. A confused? Why are you confused? Did you not read your own first fucking sentence? And their statement was this. While Ford is an iconic American company, it became clear that this proposal would serve as a front for the Chinese Communist Party, which could compromise our economic security and Virginians' personal privacy, Youngkin spokesperson Macaulay Porter said in the statement to the Detroit News. Virginians can be confident that the companies with known ties to the Chinese Communist Party won't receive a leg up in the Commonwealth Economic Initiative packages. Aha. So it was taking advantage of a economic initiative package. And Ford was, contemporary, what the fuck is it called? Contemporary Amperex Technology is using Ford as a front to get the incentives to get in there. And Youngkin said, fuck you. When the potential damaging effects of the deal were realized, the plant proposal never reached the final stage. Now listen to this person write the article. It oozes purple hair. I'm sure the newfound confidence will help the folks around Berry Hill pay their bills, as the location has no new tenant. Ford is the second largest EV in the U.S. after Tesla, and the Blue Oval is focusing on a strategy building its own batteries and automaker transition EVs. In late December, the decision came just as DeSantis demanded the Republican legislature in Florida ban China from purchasing real estate, and we all clapped. We all applauded that decision, honey. Every single Floridian heard that and jumped out of their couch and fucking gave him a standing ovation, especially farmland in the Sunshine State. Youngkin, who fancies himself in the running against DeSantis' 2024 Republican presidential nomination, followed that suit. That's despite China owning less than 1% of agricultural tracts in the U.S. Richmond Times-Dispatch reports. At least those policies didn't directly hurt the people of Virginia or Florida, rejecting thousands of new jobs with a storied American car manufacturer slated for economically depressed community. Sure does impact Youngkin's constituents. Democrats in the state were particularly critical of the move from the Times-Dispatch. Yeah, okay, that's all you need to read to know what the fuck. So you're telling me, let's say it's 1985, and Russia wants to use someone that they're tight with to prop themselves up in an area and your biggest adversary right now is China. They have been caught spying on the U.S. They were kicked out of the embassy. They were fucking Swalwell when he was some kind of low buck bitch ass somewhere to try to get intel information in case he got somewhere. The Chinese are not our friend. I understand we need them because of the manufacturing, and we're willing to pay $1,400 for a phone that was made by a guy making $1 a day. I understand that. And she says, oh, what? He's just trying to make it look like a political move because he wants to run for president in 2024. Or did you ever think that he is looking out for the best interest of the United States? Did that ever cross your mind? Is it even possible that Youngkin said, you know what? That company is tied to this and they've done some sus stuff and we did our due diligence, because he is not going to go out of his way to not have a massive plant go in his town because of petty shit. He had legitimate concerns, according to him and according to his press secretary, that the Chinese Communist Party were potentially going to do weird shit. And they are not our friends. The Chinese Communist Party are not our friends. Buy their batteries that are manufactured over there, bring them over here. That's the cost of doing business. But to prop up a Chinese company via Ford, and congratulations, Ford, huh? Good fucking job. Not only do you steal software, your Mach-E and your Bronco Sport have been taken off of the Consumer Reports recommended list. Your QC issues are all over the place. But you know what? At least you built a truck that, you know,
take that, Elon Musk,
gets 100 miles of charge and costs almost a fucking $100,000. What the fuck? Are you psycho? Ford is taking L after L after L. So what were the Chinese trying to do? They're trying to use Ford's Costco card because they were taking advantage of the economic incentive packages that Virginia was offering. Hey, China could use anybody, anywhere, and buy land and say, I want to prop up a battery plant here. It could be in Michigan. I doubt it, but it could be anywhere. China could do it anywhere. Why did it have to be there in Virginia? Because of the breaks that they were giving Ford. Virginia was giving breaks to Ford because they're an American-based company. And they said, oh shit, you want to put a plant here? Sick. What's the plant for? EV batteries. Oh, badass. You guys going to make your EV batteries? No, we're partnering with the Chinese. So basically the Chinese called Ford and said, hey, what's his name? The fuck's his name? I forget the CEO's name. Hey,
take that, Elon Musk.
So you got a Costco card, don't you?
Take that, Elon Musk.
Okay, well, we don't want to buy land somewhere else. We want to get an economic incentive package, and you already have something plopped in there, right?
Take that, Elon Musk.
Right. So we want to get in there using your Costco card, access to the economic incentive packages, and we want to plop in there. And you down with that? And he was like,
take that, Elon Musk.
And Youngkin was like, yeah, no, we're good. But this article, the person who wrote this article obviously has a left-leaning bias, obviously dislikes Youngkin, and maybe her personal stuff is oozing through the article. But I am more, Jim Fatley, I am more disappointed but not surprised that Ford was involved in yet another weird fucking thing. Not only did you guys take an L because you stole software and had to pay $1 billion back, your cars are becoming less and less quality driven because your QC issues self-admittedly are an issue. You have quality control issues all over the place. Your Mach-E is, of all intents and purposes, kind of a dud. Even though you say it's the second biggest selling EV in the US or something like that, it's only because I'm sure tax incentives and everything else is Tesla. Everything else is Tesla. So hell, if Alejandro Flores built 10 EVs and sold them all, I'd probably be third. So it's not saying much that you're the second or third or whatever the fuck. So I thought that was an interesting article. Go to Jalopnik or read that, and it's so disappointing. I'm telling you, I was so disappointed in Ford, but not surprised. And that's one thing you have to kind of like, that's one thing you're going to have to like get used to. The fact that Ford is not what you thought they were. Maybe you guys that live in Michigan and maybe you guys in Detroit or whatever, you guys are probably like, oh, well, you know, it's not a big deal. It doesn't affect you. But I'm telling you guys, Ford is just taking L after L after L, and I'm going to be here to shine the light on that shit because I love it. I love the fact that I just like, I'm done with them, I'm good, and then they do stuff to potentially basically put a verifying mark on everything I've been saying. Now, I'm trying to look for the ZR1 stuff that was sent to me, and I want to see if I can show you the pictures. Here we go. Okay, so we all knew already that the supposed ZR1 that's coming out is going to have close to 850 horsepower. If you look at any article, anything that's been talked about, 850 horsepower, in my opinion, that it's the probably going to be the engine. And I bet you that they're going to put the hybrid stuff from the E-Ray in there. The only reason I say that is because the E-Ray, the fact that it accelerates 0 to 60 in 2.5, I don't think an 850 horsepower, rear-wheel drive, rear engine only ZR1 will be able to beat that time. So I'm thinking, what can? Well, a twin turbo, rear engine, 850 horse at that engine, and then another 150, just like the E-Ray has at the front and there's your 1,000. Because imagine if the E-Ray out accelerates the Z06 and the ZR1. That would be really bad, because how much is the ZR1 slated to cost? $1 trillion, billion, zillion dollars. Like last I checked, it was like $1 trillion. I actually looked it up. It was $1 trillion, billion, zillion dollars. So if you buy an E-Ray, if you buy an E-Ray and all of a sudden you're out there out accelerating ZR1s, that's going to be a really bad look. So I think what's going to happen at the end of the day is the ZR1 is going to get 850 horsepower at the motor, and then they're going to get another 150 at the front, and they're going to out accelerate the E-Ray. Only because what I saw with the E-Ray do I think that. I don't think a ZR1, a top tier car, won't have some kind of hybrid technology at $200,000+. It almost has to at this point, and the E-Ray gave us hope. Now, Z06s are great. In my opinion, a Z06 is like a GT350 in terms of the lineage. It's a road race car, light, and that's what it's meant to be. Cool, naturally aspirated, 600 horse, Billy Badass. The E-Ray out accelerates the Z06, but I don't think that it beats it in the quarter. No, I think it does. I think it's like right on par. It's in the 10 somewhere. So the ZR1, in my opinion, has to be better. So let's take a look at the first picture that I asked. This gentleman sent me these pictures way back in the day. And I said, bro, you got to hook me up with these pictures. And he's like, okay, gotcha. So this is probably going to be the only photo he cropped it heavily. But for those of you that were not understanding why I was hopeful that this thing is going to make big power, check out the manifold and the turbo housing on the supposedly ZR1 situation. So check this thing out. This thing is serious. Okay. I don't know if you understand how the casting, because after seeing fluid turbo kits, whatever the fuck it's called, fluid, the fact that the casting was all one really nice casting was kind of an interesting thing. So if anyone wants to steal this picture, you got to have my watermark on that bitch. So he cropped out as much as possible so that you can get a sense of what's going on. And the other picture's super blurry on purpose because he doesn't want to get in trouble, because this is like a 2-year-old photo. And he's like, hey, check, or maybe 3 years, who knows? But he goes, hey, check this out. So we all know, going to be a V8. Got, this is one side. That's a big honker. If you know anything about turbo housings and the exhaust side, this is good size. And you got 2 of those guys going in there. So I can't imagine something like this only making 600 horsepower. Look, the Z06 makes 600. The E-Ray makes 600, but it's all-wheel drive. This thing has to make 850 to the rear, at the motor, and the other 150 through the electric drive and front wheel drive, and it should go 0 to 60. The goal is what? 2 O's? You got to knock a half second off. It needs some really fancy traction control, but this is the first, as far as I know, photo of the manifold of the ZR1. So hopefully you guys can take that in, look at it. If you're listening to this back on the podcast, you're going to have to watch the video. And this is what it looks like. Now, let me see if I can pull up the other photo real quick and see if it's actually something that is worth showing, because it was a little blurry. It wasn't all that great. and I was trying to get better stuff, but it wasn't happening. Let me see. Okay, yeah, this is the best. This is the best he could do. So let me download that. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, this is the best he could do because this shows the opening, and this is all he could do. He couldn't really do any better than this, so that he wouldn't get in trouble. So this is the opening. So if the best he could do is blur it and put my logo on there, but this thing is going to be serious. This is going to be the first that I know of twin turbo V8 Billy Badass. Like, this is American made, the whole 9 yards. We were all hoping the Ford GT was going to be something like this, but they gave you the, I think it's called the Phoenix 3.5 liter twin turbo. Cool, badass car, but it ain't no twin turbo V8. You know what I mean? Like, the value of this ZR1 is only going to go up. Whatever you get it for MSRP, it's just going to go up. It's going to be one of those cars that you get for $200,000 and then you can sell for $500,000, like the Demon did, like the Ford GT did. I think if you got the money, get this car. Value is only gonna go up. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed a little exclusive there, because I was trying to convince this guy to get me those photos and let me see them, but boy, that's gonna be really interesting. So we'll see what you guys got to say about that. Sorry I took 20 minutes of your time talking, but I needed you to listen to that article because it was ridiculous, and I needed you to see the twin turbo manifold for the ZR1 up and coming. Yesterday's Maverick is not today's EV. Did you mean the comedian's brother isn't next Lee Iacocca? What's happening? But Teslas are starting to match the Mustang in traffic percentage. I agree. Sorry we're late, EPA. What's up, EPA? In Houston, we've seen less than 10 Mach-E's on the road since release. Alice going to get rid of the Fox for an IROC? Hell no. No. Look, I am only against new Ford. I will buy anything up to 2020. Anything above and beyond that can suck the fattest dick. Like the fattest dick. Maybe that's what they're trying to do. The hybrid electric game better in performance and cheaper. Twin turbo hybrid. That's McLaren shit. Which McLaren was the one that was rear wheel drive? No. I think it was hybrid. And it was before the 720 and before the 6 whatever. And it was a badass car. And I don't know what happened to it. Like, it just went away. Turby said this was going to happen 6 years ago. He's on the R&D team. I know the agents and GM employees are swarming this chat right now. I hope so. Loving the grassroots Corvette. The Mustang 650 has a Fox body mode. Take that, Elon Musk. And people want a Godzilla in a Mustang. That is badass. Now, if you are a fan of performance and you have the money, you would be absolutely nuts to look at a Ford right now. The only reason Ford survives is the loyalty people have for Ford. I love Fords. I am a Ford guy, but I also don't have my head in the sand when it comes to what is out there. And once I saw the C8 Corvette, you saw the video where I said, damn, out of all the Corvettes out there, ZR1 being the only one that I wanted because it was King Daddy stick, out of the new cars that are out there, I would probably choose the C8 rear engine, the C8 Corvette, over the GT500. Oh, you're so stupid, Alex. They go 8s. Bro, I am not buying that car to go quarter mile racing. I can flog a C8 all over the track all day. I can't do that with a GT500 before getting misfires, knock activity, and wearing out my tires because it's so freaking heavy around the road course. So that car, to me, the GT500, is kind of useless. It would have been a better car for drag racing if they would have stuck a badass 10R80 in it or a variant of the 6R80, but they didn't. So they went with a DCT because it was road race, and no one uses it for road racing stuff. Like, nobody. Like the carbon fiber track pack, the tires wear out two laps in. Your tires are gone because the car is 40-something 100 pounds. So if the ZR1, and if you're not a loyalist, and you're looking at American performance vehicles, Demon, GT500, ZR1, if you can afford all three, which one would you buy? Not all three at the same time, but if you can afford $250,000 for a car, you got a budget, wouldn't you buy the Billy Badass one? A twin turbo Corvette, rear engine, potentially hybrid, potentially high 9-second car, potentially 0 to 60 in 2.0. You wouldn't buy that over a Demon that can't hook unless it has all the glue on the planet, or a GT500 that gets beat light to light by a Mach-E? Stop it. But the code red, Alex. That's right. Porsche's been doing it since 2011 with the 918. The P1 is twin turbo, checking in. It really puts it in perspective. All the innovative badass stuff Chevy is doing versus the shit show at Ford. And guys, it is a bankrupted company. General Motors was basically bailed out by the US. And you would think just that alone would make it shitty. And I see the V3 and I see the C8. Say what you want to say about the ZL1 Camaro. You see NA what those things are doing built properly. You see what C7 ZR1s are doing. Like C7 ZR1's highly sought after. C7 Z06 is highly sought after. And this is a bailed out car company. And since then, you can make the case that since they were bailed out, they've had some of the best performance vehicles out there. Now, I was a loyalist up until about 2020. Once EPA shit came out, once I saw everything that was happening, once I saw how Ford wasn't what I thought they were, I said, why am I being a loyalist? They're not being loyal to me. They're not giving me what I want. They're not giving me what I need. But I'm not a Chevy guy either. But it's real difficult to look at Chevy stuff and Dodge's stuff because Dodge's outsold Fords and Chevys for a long time with their Hellcat stuff. They were putting Hellcats in everything. I thought, why would I want to be loyal to Ford when the stuff that they're putting out there is straight garbage? ZR1 all the way. I want a Corvette anyway, all back to the C6. So I'm all in on the Corvette, says Agent Orange. C8 all day, every day. 6 for me, Bondo, LOL. ZR1 easily, CR1 easily. The 2020 GT500 main use is cars and coffee. No way, Turvey has a Hobart. He put Chicago Electric on layaway. Government woke voter. Go woke, go broke. Yes. They stopped saying built Ford proud. They went, I'm sorry, built Ford tough. Like tough is like masculine, toxic masculinity. I'm sure there was some purple-haired dumbass in a focus group. And they go, you know, I don't like the fact that your trucks are built for tough. Because that gives off a vibe of masculine or toxic masculinity. And if I was in that, I would have gone, damn fucking right, stupid. What would you call it? They were bailed out and never paid up all their debt. Exactly. Bailout of GM was the best use of our tax dollars. I mean, think about it. Think about it. When was, okay, let's look at that. When was GM bought out? When was GM bought out? When was bailed out? Bailed out. I'm stupid, okay? I'm stupid. 2008. Okay, so the C7 Z06, what year is it? C7 first year. It's the first year. I know you're gonna answer, but I'm looking it up right now, so I'm not looking at the chat. So 2014, the C7 Z06, then the C7 ZR1, then the Camaros got better, lighter, and quicker and faster. Like, you could argue that the United States bailing out Chevy was the best thing that could have happened for performance. Now, some of you guys go, well, I don't like their lineup. Okay, they're still making V8 SUVs and trucks, where Ford went 100% 3.5 EcoBoost on everything, and very rarely could you find a Coyote in a truck. And let's be 100% honest about the Coyote. It doesn't have that much torque. So when it comes to towing, it kind of lacked. When I towed my GT500 to Texas 2K, I was blown away that a little 5.3 in a Tahoe towed so good. And then I took my Fairmont somewhere in my truck, I think it was. Oh no, I took it somewhere else. What else did I take my GT500? I think I took it to Lund Racing, or I took something to Lund Racing and I towed. I took it to a track rental. I took my GT500 to a track rental that was never aired because the car just drove like ass. And I had a difficult time towing with that car. Whereas the Tahoe 5.3, no fucking issue. Because that's what it's built for. For towing, prefer a V8. But not a dual overhead cam V8. Hence why I'm sure the Godzilla came out for the F-250 guys, but that thing gets 8 miles a gallon. For towing. So Chevy still makes V8 Tahoes, V8 Yukons, Escalades. You could only get a 3.5 twin turbo in a whatchamacallit, a Navigator, which is fine. But if I'm going to pay almost $100,000 for a big, massive SUV, I want the gas guzzling, choppity chop dumb shit. And they have that with the limited edition Escalade that's over $100,000. People forget that the Navigator, the Billy Badass highest tier, was over $100,000. So you could almost argue that since the bailout, Chevy has put out better stuff for performance. Forget EV. Forget all that dumb shit. I'm talking on the performance aspect of things. Z06, ZR1, C8 Corvette, C8 Z06, C8 E-Ray, C8 ZR1. Ford is not even close to that. Not even close. And again, I'm a Ford guy. If toxic masculinity is such a problem, then the majority of kids are raised by moms and the majority of teachers are female. Why are kids so messed up? Agreed. Nothing is more important for a child's upbringing than a father. Look up the statistics on fatherless homes and how the kids come out. The vast majority of guys that were raised without a father in their house are cuck-ass bitches and they do stupid shit. Guaranteed. Best thing Ford could do is call Tesla and beg help on the EV Mustang at this point. Give it to me, Elon Musk.
Take that, Elon Musk.
Oh, come on, Elon Musk. Give it to me, Daddy. Where is it? Hold on. Wait, hold on. We're gonna, I gotta look for it. So hold on. I gotta do a, so high price, we suck, too high power. Okay, I need the man screaming. I need take that Elon Musk, and I need diarrhea. So that, too high power. Oh, we got this one.
Check this out, fool. You coming a little too high.
Where's man screaming? Here we go. Okay, so here we go.
Take that, Elon Musk. Take that, Elon Musk.
Wait, I gotta do that better.
Take that, Elon Musk. Take that, Elon Musk. Take that, Elon Musk. Take that, Elon Musk. Take that, Elon Musk.
Oh, okay. So that's what he needs to do. He needs to go, hey, Elon, I have to go in and have a meeting with you. What would you like? We got to partner up. I think we should do a merger. We should do something because we suck cocks and dicks, and we need to get in on the EV game. Win for Elon. GT500 is the new catfish. Bet 10K it is. Okay. Toxic femininity needs to become a phrase. Alex, if I got rid of my boss and bought another Mustang, what would you buy? A GT350? Because that's good lineage. If you own a Boss 302, you don't want to go back to a GT like a peasant like me. You want to go to the comparable next generation of that vehicle, and that is a GT350. And the F-150s have no good torque options, not even an eco-diesel option like Chevy and Dodge. Yeah, Alex, the Escalade V is badass with the LT4. Like, if you got money, and you wanted a big SUV, are you going to get an EcoBoost 3.5? Or are you going to get a V Escalade? Bro, you want to be an obnoxious American? You get a Escalade V, bro. $158,000. God damn it. Now look, again, I'm not a Chevy guy, but you look at this and your pants don't get a little tight. You're telling me this 600 something horsepower motherfucker doesn't get your asshole a little wet? Oh, you don't be like, oh, Chevy, give me that. Oh, hey, Jim Farley, what are you doing here?
Take that, Elon Musk.
No. It's about the Escalade.
Take that, Elon Musk.
What the fuck are we listening to? Okay, but yeah, that's a badass truck. 100% badass truck. The electric... See, I get in on some bullshit. It's a fun show. The electric Ford truck can tow your car to the entrance of your neighborhood. I love my 01 2500 HC A1 Allison 410s. Aesthetically, which Corvette do you think is the best looking? The C7 ZR1 is a bad bitch. Sorry, that shit looks like a Batmobile. They have purple hair, no dad sign. The 6th gen Camaros have been pretty decent compared to the 5th gen. Alex, can you tune my diesel for roll cold? Just kidding. Viper ACR fun. Thank you, Great Mustang. No, I'm partial to C5 since I own one, says Nat Jew. Pop-up headlights. Fatherless home has brought about drifting and sideshows and septum piercings. Elon draining his balls in Jim's bowels. Dempsey, thank you for becoming bitch level member. My neighbor is definitely questioning what I'm watching now. I know that you're not a Terminator fan, but why the fuck do they look so good? I can't shake what I want. Look, you can get it. Look, they're a good-looking car. I want nothing to do with them. A study showed that most people in prison were from fatherless homes. The kicker is that single fathers produce the same probability of the child staying out of trouble as a two-parent household. You could make the case that a single father is better suited to raise a child to come out straight-laced than a single mother. Guaranteed. Well, finally bit the bullet and saved my pennies working on F-bodies to become a member. And comment. Very nice. Saw a V Escalade last night. Man, it was sick. The boss bought one. It's pretty nice. So damn big, though. If you could swing it one day, would you buy an Escalade V? Guys, look. I am an obnoxious car guy. I am one of those guys that I would buy a V, Escalade V, CTS V3, choppity chop it, Kong blowers, you know, E85, dumb shit. I'd take that to fucking Costco like an asshole, you know. Yeah, I would buy just the dumbest shit. Absolutely, if I could swing it. Absolutely. And again, I'm not going to stunt. I'm not going to go to Del Rey and look at me. I'm not going to go to, you know, Clematis in West Palm and be like, yeah, look at that. No, I want it for me. Like, you know, I'm one of those guys that if I was like super jacked, I wouldn't be out there without my shirt. I just know that I'm jacked and be left alone. The same thing with the cars. It's for me. I don't give a shit about what anyone else thinks. I thought this was a racing channel. Exactly. At that price, I'd get a G-Wagon. Yeah, okay. Get a G-Wagon. Go for it. I think they accelerate really well, but I want to be that obnoxious American. We need bumble swipes. I know a dude with a black C8 Z06. It's nasty. Hello, folks. What about the two fathers? Well, the problem is...
The baby has been able to latch, but I've not been able to produce any milk. That's okay.
Remember, that sound clip is from a guy who was making the baby suck his man tit and wondering why he wasn't lactating, whatever. Wasn't producing any milk. And his girlfriend was a woman that became a guy. Poor baby. Imagine being that baby growing up and going, hey, hey man, what's your name? And it's like a sign, you know. It's not like Ralph. It's like some weird sign. Okay, are you the guy is this your father?
The baby has been able to latch, but I've not been able to produce any milk. That's okay.
So, like, what happened? I don't know why that guy asking him questions is a Mexican, but, you know, it's funny. I want a TTSV wagon. Unless you're the kid that has latched to the dad mom badass trailer to tow that motherfucker. A Whipple car better watch out for the Escalade V. My Whipple car better watch out for the Escalade V. Could you imagine having a full lineup of LT4 powered vehicles? That'd be badass. Alan's gonna go to Hialeah and flex in his Escalade. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the Dunkin' Donuts in Hialeah that has everything in English, but nobody behind the counter knows a fuck all of English. I went to the Hialeah Dunkin' Donuts one time and I go, "Can I get a medium cream and sugar?" And the guy goes, "Te puedo ayudar? Can I get a medium cream and sugar?" Coño, ¿qué estás haciendo? ¿Qué tú quieres? Café con leche, ¿qué tú quieres? I was like, café mediano, azúcar y leche. Oh, ¿por qué no dijiste eso? Ah, estúpido. I was like, oh my God. Turn around. It's in English. Your menu is in English. Shaking the windows and shit at Costco. The camera, the V3 grocery getter would chop so hard I'd break all the eggs in the back seat. Two fathers raised Admiral Peck. You can swing it, Alex, because of my $6 I give you a month. Child abuse. You can swing it, Alex. GT500 could get you a good ass down payment on an Escalade, but the white car in the ZR-1 would pay for the V3, so you could swing it. Oh, and then what? Honestly, I drove the Fox body around today. The best thing I ever did was get that carburetor. Oof! That bitch drove so good. I can't wait to get it on a dyno. I'll try to get you video. Saturday, I'm not going to be able to work on video because I'm going somewhere. I'm going to leave that a surprise. I think you guys will appreciate that. Oh, this guy hit me about the ZR1. Uh-oh. Someone mentioned a CAD file. Oh, look at that. God, love this motherfucker. Man, my fans are the best, bro. Seriously. Sorry, not fans. Supporters. You're not fans. You guys are supporters. You guys are basically a clique. We're a gang. We're the Amory. So this guy has a CAD file, and he chopped it up so that you guys can look at it. Let me see. Bro, I love you. I love this guy. This guy is good people. I love him very much. Open up, bitch. There we go. Check it out. It's for you guys because I love y'all. I love you. So look at this. Look at this guy, man. So there you go. A little cat action for you kids. So in case of you guys are interested in the ZR1 twin turbo manifolds. Oh, bro, this is going to be so sick. You know, I let my mind wander a little bit today, you know, and I was like, man, if I made it, you guys would get some of the coolest fucking content. Like if I made it, and I'm able to buy whatever, I'm not going to do a giveaway. I would give motherfuckers cars. I'd buy cool shit, give it away. Like if I made it, I would just do the coolest shit. But you know, the problem is you let your mind wander a little too much and you get sad because you're like, I'm not going to get there ever. What's the best grain to feed my Mustang? Turvey has a mom and his cousin. You won't have an Escalade anymore. My 2011 GT has jokes. Need to replace the gaskets on my carb. Was looking for the best one. Can't find anything over 20 bucks. Where did you find the $300 premium one? Well, you know, if you want to get your carburetor rebuilt for 300 bucks and them only replace a gasket, you know exactly where to go. That's all, Miami. The South Park Chinese voice was hilarious, by the way. I met you at the Dunkin' Donuts. I meet you at the Dunkin' Donuts. Wit says dinner's done. I'm out. Catch the reply. Once the kids are in bed, have a good one. Gents, like the video. All the Dunkins around me are like that, but with Mohammed. Look, I remember I went to a Dunkin' and there was a person in front of me and they were talking to a Mohammed or something of that. I'm trying not to be super retarded. A Arab person. And and she's like, yeah, can I get and this is the exact order. I remember distinctly. Can I have a large matcha, 2 scoops of matcha, 4 sugars? And the guy goes, good. And I was like, oh, no fucking way. No fucking way he got that. I'm sorry. I mean, that requires math. That requires him. So he's like, go. And what she got wasn't even close. I think she got a a large blueberry iced coffee with no sugar. And she's like, I don't even what the fuck? And you know what you do at that point? You turn around and just fucking drink it, because it is a lot less of a headache to just drink the bad order than to try to get the proper order. Oh my God. Alex, since we're friends now, can I put you down as a reference? We're customers. Alex would be the Mr. Beast of automotive world. Look, I would give so much stuff away. Like I would buy shit, give it to you. Look, the podcast stuff can be lucrative if you get, advertising and get good money for that stuff. So I thought, let me get my off my ass a little bit. Let me get this podcast stuff going, because it costs you money to host your podcast, and I have to pay for an unlimited account. I have to apply for Spotify and stuff like that. But if I make it, bro, this channel is gonna be so fucking badass. I wish cell phones were around when I had my 408 Stroker 70 Challenger. So much chop and 2-chamber flow master. How's the ported CJ and headers and station comp cams on a 19 F-150 sounds really fucking stupid. Like, it sounds really fucking stupid. The fuck are you gonna do with that, Dempsey? What are you gonna do with that? So the cams take away torque. So you need a converter that flashes the converter. You need a 6F converter from Circle D in a truck. Come on, man. Also, you got to squabble with the guy who replaced them for you in Arabian Mexican. Exactly. Look out, Alex. Oh boy, might fly out and pull up. Yeah, right. Look, I'm not going to make threats. Look, if someone wants to fly out and meet up with me because I got fucked on a deal, you're not only going to pay for a ticket. Imagine paying for a ticket. That is so retarded, because a customer was honest about the service for the company you work for. It's not even your company. So imagine I fucked up, or the company I work for fucked up. Someone online talks shit on it, and then I don't go, hey, did we fuck that guy's shit up? Did we even check the floats? We didn't check the floats. Oh. Hey, man, stop talking shit. I'm going to fly there and have a conversation with you. Come down and have a conversation. You're going to leave. You better buy 2 seats on the way back. One for your ass and the other one for the rest of you. I thought this was a racial undertone channel. About how many voicemails do you have from the gasket replacement company? Zero. Like when you talk to customer service, she got a Diet Coke. AD now par with BMR. Unfortunately. And we're talking the carb company, so you guys don't confuse the tuning company. I just drink it and never go back. Meet and greet Alex at his apartment complex. FLKA, FAED. Oof, damn. Indian is Asian. you know how that is. Paying for a ticket to get beat up. He's going to spend $300 on a ticket. Right. I basically bought your ticket. Because you sure as hell didn't fix my carburetor. BMR is better than an AEM rebuild. You know what? Yes. This is the first time I'm ever going to say anything positive about BMR. They're better than an AED rebuild carburetor for sure. He's like, so what did you say, Dempsey? No, just leave the cams out. Got it. Yeah. So you could do CJ stuff. Just leave the cams alone. I'm sure you don't have to worry about the AED guy because he probably only works 40 hours and won't fly out to you on his own dime. Potential 40-hour week. Oh my God. If I had something to give away, I'd give it away just based on your fucking name. Potential 40-hour week. You know what's great about this chat? Only the ones that know. Like, those references are inside baseball as fuck, and I love that we've built this community where the names are inside jokes. The guy threatening you is the one that rebuilt your car. Could you imagine if that's the dumb motherfucker that rebuilt my car? I will pay for the ticket just to hear the conversation. Yeah, I'd love to hear that conversation. Hey, man, I'm going to fly down there to this guy, Alex, just dumb YouTuber motherfucker, bitch. He's probably a bitch. He's probably little. And then he knocks on my door. I open. I go, can I help you? And he's like, yeah, you're the guy that talks shit on YouTube. I go, no. Who the fuck are you? I represent the carburetor company. Okay. Oh, you're the guy that said you're gonna kick my ass. Hold up. Let me make sure Tony's good. Tony, I'll be right back. Lock the door. All right. Let's talk. And then now you're face to face with a guy that is willing to squabble. And you're like, what are you going to do then? You flew down to potentially get your ass beat. That's so weird. Why would you even put that in writing? And I should have screenshotted it and then put it up. But then I'm like, nah, let me pin it because I want people to see this. But I'm not going to go extremely out of my way to pin his comment because it was so stupid. Those that saw it, and that was that. Nardi convinced me against a nitrous kit looking at a G3X now. Yeah, like Woody Fly Spirit. Damn, I'm late to the show. I'm Mexican, I'm not going to lie. If I wore Muslim attire, you could not tell the difference between most Mexicans and Arabs.
Put a pinche 9x6 a la verga. Get the fuck out of here because I'm going to fuck you out right now.
Where's the other one? Where's the squabble? Oh, too high power. He wasn't Mexican.
You're coming a little too high.
Yeah, so here we go.
Check this out, fool. You're coming a little too high.
Put a pinche 9x6 a la verga. Get the fuck out of here because I'm gonna fuck you out right now, motherfucker.
He hit him with the AED carb upside his head. He probably got fired. That's why he's pissed. He is like KC 526 Mexican boyfriend. Oh my God, the references. The references are hot today. AM hired Turvey for a week. Look what happened. AM? Why are they getting shrapnel? He's mid-sentence, get rocked, right? Look, if you showed up to my house, knocked on my door, I'm immediately taking that as a threat. Because you didn't come down here to talk. What if he just wanted to bring you new floats? Does anyone have screenshots of the comment? No, it's gone. The stick welding is what caused the perforation. Show him your 3/16 wrench main. AED is the Middle East. What exactly does Muslim attire consist of? I don't know. It's usually Bed Bath and Beyond, no? Sheets and towels, really. You know? He probably doesn't even work for the company. He's probably one of those shop lingering clowns. Look. I have almost wanted to. Some people get off on the wrong, get up on the wrong side of the bed, and they have a bad day, and they talk shit on Lund and stuff like that. And then I look up their profile, I look up where they live, I look up not for like squabbling reasons, and then I go, you know, what am I gonna get off? But and then you can't type anything because look at what happened when you type something. But I can come here because I have a good platform, and I can reference those people and in defense of Lund Racing. Now, if I find that Lund Racing did something bad, if I find that Lund Racing was justifiably criticized in the forums, I won't say a goddamn thing. I'll stay my ass shut and go on with my life. They wear their car covers. Stop. Could you imagine paying for a flight from China just to show up at your door? We all know AED is next to Whipple. They have better deals at Walmart bath section. They were trying to give you superb customer service. Oh my God. Okay. I don't want to blame AED for this. I got the carb rebuilt. I wasn't happy. I showed you what the issue was. It flooded my engine. I had issues. Guys, I can go outside right now, pump it twice, that bitch just starts. So I'm like, it was a carburetor the whole time. I thought by a rebuild, they would go through it, see what could be wrong, maybe a metering, really clean it up, and then it would be not good as new, but pretty good. No matter how much I adjusted it, it fucked up. I'm like, it has to be an issue. Float was stuck down, so I said something. And then one of their employees started talking shit. So I was like, all right, well, I guess I don't think AED co-signed on that. So I don't want AED to get caught in the crossfire, but it wasn't AED supposed employee, but I don't want AED to get caught in the crossfire. I wasn't happy. I told them I wasn't happy, and that's it. Or in the video, I said I wasn't happy, and that's it. I heard Turvey went to Oh My God Cookies looking for a job. He probably had a little too much to drink and got into his feelings like FLKA. Oh, absolutely. If you hear Birdman blasting and see a donk, you know it's the AED guy. Where is that? Oh, that's not it. That's not it. And you know what? Even if I play that shit gets copied.
I like to fuck him in the ass while he beat up the pussy.
The pussy. He says pussy.
I like to fuck him in the ass while he beat up the pussy.
Boy, that clip, you can analyze so much. He likes to fuck him in the ass while he beat up the pussy.
I like to fuck him in the ass while he beat up the pussy.
Jesus. Like, is that something I would ever brag about? I ain't gonna get, and you hear these rap songs and they're like, I'm not gonna hit it unless you let all my boys hit it. What? Next up on YDBT Daily, everybody catches these hands. The $300 covered shipping costs to their sweatshop in China. It wasn't AD, it was Turvey. AD is gonna make him go YOLO on the motherfucker. Turvey, the package interceptor. If you're gonna handle business, go handle it. It's dumb to get on the radar beforehand. Right. We need some Squabble merch. Don't apologize, man. Turvey would have done a better rebuild. James and Melissa needed a pool boy and hired Turvey. Rebuild should be all new except aluminum parts. That's exactly what I was saying. So a carburetor rebuild kit is all the gaskets, everything. And don't you think you would dunk the floats in a solution and then pick them up and go, my car, the carburetor was on the car less than 3 hours. On, cycled, me checking everything. And I'm like, what the fuck? What the hell's going on? I'm racking my brain. And then let me adjust these. Hey, this one's not moving. This one's not moving. This one's not moving. Carb out. I'm like, so it took me 45 minutes, or not even 20 minutes, to figure out what was wrong. You're telling me they couldn't do that? It's super disappointing. And if that's American exceptionalism, I mean, no wonder why the quality of the work. Guys, how many of you have noticed that the quality of the work in America has gone to shit? And people complain about the prices of stuff. If you want really good work, you're going to have to pay double or triple what you used to. If you want badass cylinder heads, shit, you got to pay $3,000, $4,000. Gone are the days of $900 to $1,200. That's gone. If you want to how much does it cost to put cam and heads, like Frankenstein ported heads in my LS9? I am budgeting $3,000. Budgeting. I'm not saying I'm going to pay $3,000. I am budgeting $3,000 because I'm willing to pay that much work to get it done properly so I don't have to fuck around with it, because that's a big job that I really don't want to delve into, and I don't want to fuck anything up. I like that car. I'd rather take it to someone that knows what the fuck they're doing, but I'll do the headers. I'll do all the other shit. But guys, America, like that exceptionalism, that like doing right by the customer, that shit's gone. Maybe he was the one that rebuilt it and got in his feelings. Q Mike Tyson, Alex, you should do a carb rebuild video. Yeah, the thing is, I'm not an authority on carburetors, and I would never try to come across this one. I can try to just put new floats in it and show you that process and see if it starts and runs good. Look, the Fairmont is there. Don't think that I've forgotten about the Fairmont, okay? I'm still because I got a lot of things happening at the same time. The Fairmont is going to get a engine, I'm hoping soon. So it'll be carbureted. I don't know if it'll be a Coyote that's carbureted, but I will be able to use my carburetor knowledge, and it's going to be potentially blow through eventually, that I think it'll be cool to do. But there's a lot of work that needs to happen before that. But I have a lot to learn, and I think the Notch is going to be a good platform to learn on, because if that Brawler carburetor runs really good, why don't I just get an 850 version of that and put it in a Coyote? Because it just works. Mike Tyson co-wrote that song. It's like flexing that you make 18 an hour and bought an Escape. Bro, I feel so bad. I feel so bad for Peck. Admiral Peck is probably a kid on the spectrum. And he's doing like everything wrong. And I don't know who's guiding him. I don't know what's going on. Same thing with Turvey. Turvey got a golden opportunity given to him to work at Parts Farm. Maybe he doesn't think it was, but that could lead to something. And Peck, I just think he's down the same path. And you know what? There's a lot of Pecks and Turveys out there. There's a lot of Pecks and Turveys out there, and I feel bad for them. I have them better rebuild carbs on my push mower. Only carbs that dude was a Snicker bar. Only carbs that dude touch was a Snicker bar. Jesus Christ, that's a stretch. That's why I let Pecker do my rebuilds. Haircuts used to be $10. Yeah, you told us a long time ago the LS7 and LS9 stuff is a grip. Maybe the guy rebuilt the carb upside down floats look good. He learned from Turvey's channel. Pay more for less quality nowadays. Alex, Frankenstein heads with cam job will be $5K. There you go. No, I mean the labor. Sorry, I apologize. Your average C6Z. I mean the labor. The labor. But yeah, I'm willing to pay. You guys might think I'm psycho, but I'm absolutely willing to pay. Imagine a video with your coolant tank mounted to your valve cover and your fender torn to shit from your hood and thinking it's a flex. What the oh my God, what happened here? Oh, bro, I get so much stuff sent to... I literally just got something sent to me, but I don't want to make fun of that kid. That kid is another one that's sus. Have you got your hoods yet? No. So, HO Fiber Trends. Hi. HO Fiber Trends. Hello. Hi. Gave you a, good amount of money not too long ago. You said the hoods will be done, I think, in January or so. Can you give me some kind of ETA? Just something like, hey, I'm working on them or something. I've been really good and patient. I haven't emailed you or hit you up at all. But we're getting on January 20th. And I think that's coming up on 2 months or a month and a half since I paid for those hoods. It's a Fairmont hood and a Notch hood. Just, give a brother, hey, everything's good. I'm not trying to, rock the boat. But what I'm saying is I paid for something and I've been a little trigger happy when it comes to criticizing people. So I'm trying to be good. Alex, I want to get into a Fox body. Should I run the 302 for a while and swap a 351? And if you have any advice on a decent low 11-second stick Fox. Honestly, the 9.5 deck and 8 whatever the fuck it is. I forget. 8 something and 9.5. 8.2 and 9.5. I would do the 351 stuff right away. The 302 stuff, unless you have an aftermarket block, you really can't make a bunch of power on now. Yes, I understand there's a bunch of stock block guys that have gone 8s. I get it. But, if you can find a 351, put a roller cam in it, good heads, choppity chop, good intake, it's going to make good power. Drop in a like and I'll watch the replay after work. Ambient air intake, like R2-D2, the kid needs a father. Your father, was it your father? Sounds like a terrible father. Peck should have commented on the AED guy to rebuild his car for 5.4. So Peck is apparently going around, like Cletus fan pages and stuff like that, and like giving people like engine building advice. I'm like, dude, stop. Peck, stop. Do you think they'll make the manifold bolt pattern for the ZR1 different so they don't retrofit it to the base C8? That's a good one. In my opinion, I don't think it'll be a 6.2 situation. If Chevy was smart, you got to do similar to what Ford did with the GT500, where you got a 5-liter. There was a point in time in 2020 where the best lineup was the following: GT, GT350, GT500. That 1 year, all 3 of those were available at one time: 5.0, 5.2, and 5.2 cross-plane Predator. different situation, different block. So at that point, I would make it totally different if I was Corvette. But they have the 6.2 from the NA, 6.2 E-Ray, and then the Z06 is, I forget, 6 liters, right? Dual overhead cam, badass. They have to do something different that isn't compatible with the other two platforms, in my opinion. Jesus Christ, Matt 2011 GT. I appreciate the money, but you don't have to do that. But I appreciate the money. Thank you very much, and you're welcome for the show. Again, guys, if you saw me post up podcast stuff, I am not leaving this and doing just podcast stuff. The podcast will be replays of this. I'm not going to go off and do 2 brand new shows and fight myself. What I'm going to do is, after the show's over, I'm going to rip it, get the MP3 out of it, upload it tomorrow morning so that you can listen to yesterday's show. But at the same time, I'll be uploading old shows in whatchamacallit? Old shows in what do you call it? When you go backwards in time. Basically, I'll be uploading old shows nonstop. All the commenting on pages, he must work like Mike H. Right. Turvey should send ADS 252 heads. My hood came finally, ordered in December. Took about a month. The terminal never called us, so needed to track it and call them to pick up. Said customer asked for a hold. Hood looks great. Worth it. Okay, well, I need to get a hold of him. I'm going to email him. Actually, it's a phone number. Wait, no, I'm going to email him. I think I have an email. And I have his text. I have his phone number. I'll text him tonight and I'll say, hey, just how you doing? Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Where the fuck's my hoods? Love you. Z06 is 5.5, I believe. The C8 Z06 is 5.5 liter, hand built, titanium, aluminum, everything built for boost. They better not put the 6.2 in the ZR1 chronological order. Thank you, guys. Imagine talking all day. It's real difficult to keep your head straight. Does your Spotify pay you to post like YouTube? If it hits a certain amount. If Spotify, it's really Podbean. Podbean is the hosting service, and you can then go to Spotify, this and this and that. If you get enough downloads, yeah, you can make way more money podcasting than you can on YouTube. But that requires downloads and time listened. So if theoretically I have 3,000 members here, and let's say I have 3,000 people constantly downloading my episodes, every single one, eventually it's going to make pretty goddamn good money, more so than what I make here, because you have to enable the advertising. So you might hear a commercial halfway through the podcast and then it comes back. Just got off work. What up? We're out of here. That's what's up. Okay, guys. So today we talked about a terrible, terrible article written by, I forget her name, saying that Glenn Youngkin looking out for the U.S. and not wanting a Chinese prop company using Ford for state incentives, business incentives, but by him squashing that. According to the person who wrote the article, that was a bad thing. Yeah, that's right. You should have allowed a Chinese company to prop their bullshit here using Ford so that they can benefit from the state business incentives. What the fuck is wrong with you? Holy shit. Then we showed you the ZR1 twin turbo manifolds. You will not see them anywhere else. I don't know that anybody has shown you the twin turbo ZR1 manifolds. Like it's an exclusive, I think. I don't know. I don't think anyone cares. I care because I think that's cool as shit because we got the pictures months ago and I've been begging this guy to let me post them. There's even better photos that I cannot show you that shows all the way around. It's fucking awesome. Badass shit. So, all right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I'll be back on Sunday. Now, there's something big that's happening Saturday. Now, not huge, but big enough that I'll mention it when the time is right. We talked about me reaching out and expanding my reach, my collaboration with other people, YouTubers, influential people. So I'm going to be on other podcasts. I'm going to be on other shows. I'm going to be on other things a lot this year because I want to expand this. I want it to blow up so I can buy the Escalade V and stunt on that, by myself. And we can grow the channel, bring you cool shit, better giveaways. PMAS is announcing a giveaway Tuesday. So guys, potentially on Tuesday, we're going to have DNA with another $100, potentially. DNA with $100 off of $1,000. We're going to have cookies. We're going to have coffee and potentially a discount from a PMAS, whether it be a sensor, a cold air intake, or whatever. They finally paid their bill. He said, I'm sorry about that. I said, no problem. And he said, let's do a giveaway. I said, bet we will do it on Tuesday. So tune in on Tuesday. Hopefully you can win something. If you're not going to win cookies, coffee, or $100 off DNA High Performance, you might win something off of a PMAS product. All right, guys. Calves on OnlyFans, right? I do have good calves, so I might just start an OnlyFans just on my calves. All right, guys. I'm out of here. I'll see you guys Sunday for the peasant chat. We're going to have some fun on the peasant chat. Sunday, we just talk shit. Let the subscribers join, not just the members, and we can have a whole bunch of fun talking on Sunday morning. Again, guys, this show will be up tomorrow on all podcasts available, Podbean, Spotify, all that stuff. So be on the lookout for that. And I'll keep uploading older videos in chronological order. About 10 more episodes uploaded tomorrow if I get a chance to do so. Have a good rest of your night. I will see you guys Sunday. See you later.